Okay, we're going to go ahead and we've downloaded the movie from the camera, and now we're going to do some really simple editing in Premiere Elements. So, first thing I do is I open up Premiere Elements, and it takes a long time, but I go through New Project, and now I want to be really careful about where I actually put this project and when I name it. Okay, so I'm going to call this project Example. And then I'm going to click the browse, and this creates a very big file, so you want to be really careful where you put it. You want to know where you've put it. I'm going to go to the simple edit and export and say OK, and then it shows a correct path, and then I say OK. Now I've been playing with this already, so I've already imported this, so I'm going to delete it just to show you what I do. So I want to go find that file, and I have my little sample file I downloaded from the camera. So I click on this button here, and if it doesn't show up, you have to make sure this tab Organize is set up. And you click on Get Media, go down to Files and Folders, and find that thing. And sure enough, there's that little simple file. And so now I'm going to go ahead and first thing I'm going to save this project, and I'm going to it already saved it. I'm going to go to Save As. I'm not sure. Oh, I guess I already saved it as example. I'm sorry. That's right. Okay, so now I take this file and I have to drag it down into the timeline. Now, by default, it may be set up like a scene line like this, which is really hard, at least for me, to work with. So I go to Timeline, and I take this video up here and I drag it down into the timeline. And I can even play it back then. So, like, this is a video of me. Hi, this is Richard, and so I've got the video. So that's the simple part right off. Um, Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to put in a title. And so I'm going to go up here to Title and say New Title, Default Still. Now, it puts it down in the timeline wherever your cursor was, and it was at the beginning, and I'd already moved the movie over a little bit. But in this timeline, I'm going to I just make sure I've selected this title, and I'll call it so I'm just going to call it Beginning. But you can call it whatever you want, of course. And then I'm going to save that. And then if I move over this audio and video file, you'll see at the beginning it starts with this title. Now I'm playing it back, and then, like, this is a video of me. So then it goes to my actual video, and then I can put a title on the end if I want to. So say New Title, Default Still. See, it put it up where the cursor is, but I can move it around. So I move it down to the end of the movie, and I double click on it and let me edit it. So I say, let's say, end. So now I have my little movie, and I can go up here and get this little cursor and move it around a little bit, and I can just save that. So now I got my little movie with a beginning title, like this is a video of me. Hi, this is Rick. So if I scroll a little farther to near the end, just flashing, notice, and then that stops the recording. Okay, so I got this recording. I save it all. Now the next step is this is actually a really big video file, so I need to export it. And I need to compress it, get it into a more useful, practical size video that I might want to put on the web or something like that. So to do that, I go to the Share button. Then I'm going to go to Computer. Then I'm going to go to, there's lots of different formats. I'm going to choose Windows Media because it's pretty common. So I click on Windows Media, and then it has these different presets and stuff. I'm actually going to go to HD 25, which is nowadays computers have faster speeds, and that's high definition. It's still really, it says that this file size is 23 megabytes, which is really big for something that's less than a minute. So there's not, I need to, well, first of all, let's decide what we're going to call it. Call this example video. And then again, it'll show you where you want to save it, and you got to be very careful about where you save it. And now it's still really big, so I'm going to click on the advanced settings, and I want to click on a video, and I'm on video. If it's not in the right tab, click on video, and I'm just going to change one thing, which is the average video bitrate, and that will directly change the file size. You can see down there it's 22 megabytes. See, it goes down to 20, but let's say I just go over and click on it. I'm going to change it to 1,000. See, it's all the way down to 6 megabytes. So I say OK. It says, do you want to save the preset? Now I found out you have to save the preset or else it gets grumpy. So I'm going to call this HD 25, but then I say the bit rate is, let's say 1000 bit rate. And so I say OK. And it just means now that's an option that's going to show up in your presets. Okay, so then I name the file. Example video, and now I say save. Right click save, and it takes a while to render it. And if you have a big file, this could take quite a while. You probably want to go have a sandwich or something. Okay, so now the video's been compressed allegedly, so I can just quit out of Premiere altogether, and I can just go find this file. Okay, so I find my video file, then I can open it, and sure enough, there's a video file. It's plenty big. The resolution. Like, this is a video of me. The resolution looks just fine, and the size is only about 5 megabytes, so it's good. And that's how the quick and dirty way to import media into Elements, put a title at the beginning and the end, and export it so you can use it on the web or some other place where it's a reasonable size.